Welcome, TBW Clips. I am Tyson. Today, we're going to get into the VP pick for Kamala Harris. Let's see who she's going to pick. Do you guys think there's a certain, well, they do a lot of identity politics, right? Does she have to pick a black man, a black woman, or can she just pick anybody because they already met their quota as far as getting a minority, a person of color, and a woman? They hit all their marks, so now they're okay to get a white male. Let's take a look at this.
CBS News has brand new reporting on Kamala Harris's search for a running mate. Here's something you did know, because we're going to tell it to you for the first time. The list of potential vice presidential candidates now being vetted is now 12. How do we know that? Because Nancy Cordes reported that. She joins us now. Nancy, catch us up. What else can you tell us?
12 possibilities.
What I can tell you, Major, is that the team that is conducting the vetting for Vice President Harris has begun to hold conversations with that dozen or so individuals. Some of them are governors, some of them are senators, some of them don't even hold elective office right now. Those conversations began yesterday, and that number 12 is larger than many had assumed, and it reflects the fact that this campaign wants to start by casting a wide net. It is not winnowing down that list just yet.
Let's see who we have here. We have two females. The rest all white men, and the females are all white women. We have Whitmore. She's on there. I think her constituents are rooting for her, right? So we're going to see John Shapiro. He's a Jewish governor, right? Okay, so most of them are a lot of governors, right? Usually you see the senators, not so many governors. You do have Newsom that's coming up, right? But he's trying to be the top dog, the president. So Shapiro, he's Jewish, right? One of the big divides in the Democrat Party right now are the Jewish and then the Palestinians, right? There's a divide right there. So if she picks Shapiro, will she hurt her chances with the pro-Hamas Democrats? That's something to think about. Or would they even bring it up? I don't know if they will or not. No black people, no people of color. Yes, they're all white. No Hispanics, nothing. No Asians, all white people. Like I said, because I guess they met their quota, Kamala, black, female. So I'm guessing it will not be a female on the ticket. It will be a white male. Nobody has a problem with that now, right? Nobody's saying anything about identity politics as far as the VP pick. Let's keep going.
It is, however, working on a very compressed schedule because they want to complete the vetting, Major, by August 7th in order to meet a potential reporting deadline in Ohio, which means they have just a couple of weeks to finish that process, hand all of their information over to the vice president so she can make a decision.
Does it in any way, Nancy, reflect a desire for Vice President Harris and those who are running this process to make sure that lots of people are thought about, meaning lots of people are included, so no one feels overlooked in this process? Sort of building out the constituency so everyone feels at least they had a shot.
It's almost like you've covered a campaign or two, Major. No question. That is a time-honored tradition. You put a bunch of names on the list so that lots of people feel that they've been considered, and more importantly, lots of voters in important states feel that that folks from their states were on the list, even if
voters. Can she really say anything about voters? Voters had no hand in Kamala being the top dog in the Democrats. Voters had no No choice. They put her up there. Delegates went from Biden straight to her. So what are they talking about? Voters. Voters are happy with the VP. Oh, I'm a voter in this state, and she's going to pick a possible VP, a possible running mate from the state that I'm in. I feel good now. Is that what she's saying is happening? That doesn't make any sense. And it does not seem like it's open to everybody. Like I said, all white people, all white men. This is what their whole. I wouldn't bring this up because I really don't think it's important. I think the best person should be put forth, regardless of color, creed, or anything like that. But it's what they always talk about, the Democrats. So for them not to put only to have white people and pretty much all males in there, they have two females, all the rest males out of the 12 candidates, right? So I digress. Keep going.
They don't end up getting the nod at the end of the day. And that's one of the reasons that the folks that are involved in this process are stressing that the list is currently still large. They are pushing back on this notion that it has already been reduced to one or two top individuals. And they point out, look, President Biden just stepped aside on Sunday. And then a new team had to be formed to perform the vetting for Kamala Harris. It's being led by former Attorney General Eric Holder. That team was established, and then the initial conversations between members of that team and some of the individuals on this list began just yesterday. So we are really in the infancy of this process.
And two cabinet secretaries on that list, as I understand it, correct?
Correct. At least two. We know of Pete Buttigieg, the Secretary of Transportation, who has, who has been out making the rounds over the past week, talking about this meltdown at Delta Airlines, but more broadly has proved to be a very effective campaign voice when it comes to pushing back, particularly on the new Republican vice presidential nominee, J.D. Vance, and then also Gina Raimondo. She is the Secretary of Commerce. She's had a very successful tenure as the Secretary of Commerce. She helped to.
They love their Democrats, boy. It's just it's crazy. I'll keep going.
Push the CHIPS Act through to produce more computer chips here in the United States. She's the former governor of Rhode Island, a longtime ally of the vice president, so not surprising to see her on the list as well.
It may or may not be determinative, but when you talk about a vetting process, having the ability to check Senate confirmed next to your name never, ever hurts. Nancy Cordes on the Northland on the White House.
Yeah, they're not saying anything about race or anything like that. That was one of the main things that they were on Biden for when he was picking his running mate. Remember that? It had to be a female. I don't know if they said black, but I think there was a group of black women who gave Biden the ultimatum. You either pick a black woman, here's the list, or we're out. So I don't see that happening here. She has free reign to pick whoever she wants. Must feel good. But it looks like it's going to be a white male. Look out if it's a Jewish white male. I think that could hurt her if they talk about it. If they talk about it, I don't think they're going to talk about the guy being Jewish or anything like that. Because of the divide within the Democrat Party, you know, the pro-Hamas, pro-Palestinians, who are vehemently against the war in Israel, Gaza that's going on. So you guys let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Who do you guys think would be the VP? Who would be best suited for her? Let me know down in the comments. I appreciate you guys, and you guys have a great day.